Hello everyone, I can get to finally say welcome to my YouTube channel. So as some of you who might be following me might already know, that I was feeling quite down recently because I submitted an article to publications for International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia and Transphobia, and it was not picked up anywhere. So I was really sad by that. But as a true queen and a trooper, honey, I decided I'm not gonna dwell on that. I need to move on, okay? And I was thinking about, how do I get over this next hurdle? And I have just a plan. First of all, rule number one, bow. I tied up this cute bow. You wanna see up close? Let's fix it. Yes, I tied up my bow, put on my hair, and I decided that the best way to get through this adversity is to build a wall. Not really. But you see how plain this wall is? I decided I'm going to make it cute. And to do that, I'm going to use, let me find some. I'm going to use old newspaper clippings and magazine pages from most of the stories I wrote. Are we good there? Like this stuff. This was my story in Mozambique, and other things that was in the Mail and Guardian, and other things that other stories. I'll create a whole mood board and I'll take you through the process. But this is the wall, and this wall is going to commemorate my favorite writers, some of my favorite stories, because even the stories that I write, sometimes I need to read them and take them in for myself, because it's one thing to dish out information to people, but am I really consuming it? So this wall is going to be a commemoration of that, and it's going to be called The Wall, okay? But first, before I start with that, let's first throw a party. Bitch, 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 I'm a boss ass bitch, 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 bitch. Just a quick reminder. So these are the articles that I'll be putting up on the wall. Yeah, some of which are from City Press. I'll take you through the whole wall once it's up. I put the extract from Makosi there, which I really enjoyed. And I'm going to add some pictures from the magazine from my days at Getaway, when I was still a girl of travel, right? When I said a travel, right? Well, I still am, but who's traveling now? And there we were doing for the picnic spread in Gauteng. And I'm going to use this sellotape because it's easy to stick and doesn't leave much of a damage behind when you peel it back off. Welcome to the wall. It's up and running and I am so excited. I'm really happy with it. I'm happy with every bit that's here. There's a lot obviously that I would have liked to have on here that I couldn't, but I'm very happy with this. Like I said, most of these articles are stories that I wrote, some of whom I edited when I used to sign off pages, some of which are just my favorite, like this book extract by Makosi, for example. My Makosa Zanakaba, I really loved, and that title just really speaks to me. And there's just a lot of other things. I'll do a whole video where I take you through the wall, but for me, these stories, every single one of them, represent people, okay? Because there's people I spoke to, people who, who inspired the stories, people who were in the stories, people who were about, whose stories some of these are about, or places they're about, but there were always people at the center of it. Even whether it was the people who were editing the stories, sub-editing the stories, they really remind me of a lot of memories, and is an empowering wall. This wall makes me feel empowered, okay? Because all those people, all those troopers and darlings, shout out to all of you, those who are in the world of making words pretty and meaningful, okay? Because these words are not just pretty, they are also meaningful to me, which is why I have them up here to remind me of who I am. Now, folks, do you love this wall? I think I like the wall, but I think we need a jacket here. Boom, boom. Hey, can this hood go over? Can I do that? Does that work? That's something. My boy's cute enough, right? Oh my God, so pretty. One thing. I'm gonna need up my close-up for this one. Oh my God! Funsies! I'm relying on this. I think my phone would guide me better. Lipstick gang, where you at? Okay. These are the things that always make me feel better about myself, okay? You know, no matter how difficult life can get, there's always lipstick. You should try it. Balls with lipstick. Okay, ooh, look at that. I think we are ready for a celebration, don't you think? Hey world, it's the premiere of On That Bitch. I'm that bitch. I'm the bitch. Don't you wish. I'm the bitch. I'm the bitch. I'm the bitch. Don't you wish you could be the bitch? I'm the bitch. bitch. I'm the bitch you know you'll never be. To take the crown. On crystal method. Woo! I'm a good girl. Bad walk. Shout out to Gigi Good. I'm the bitch. I'm the bitch. Don't you wish you could be the bitch? I'm the bitch. I'm the bitch. I'm the bitch. Don't you wish you could be?
Honey to the closet is her name. Being soft and supple is her game. She's a young fierce diva coming from the East Coast. And she's got to smash every one of her foes. She'll never back down. She'll say something. She can even say she's wise beyond her either. She's a strong, queen with no time to waste.
No time to waste. A queen with no time to waste.
Keep it salty style, take it to the flow. I'm not just a virgin, British from next door. Funny feminine and absolutely fierce. Just all a naughty voice. That's how I say cheers. These streets of hell gives it right to the runway. This beat is so bitchin', you better say something.
Oh my God, I'm the bitch. I'm the bitch. I'm the bitch. Don't you wish you could be the bitch? Don't you wish? That was a jam and a half. Wait, I'm hot. I can't put my jacket on. Where's my phone? Yeah, I'm flustered. It's cooking. Okay. It's cooking. It's cooking. It's my buns. I'm busy making buns as we speak. There's that lady. I'm busy making buns. So they're cooking in the oven. So it's time. I even broke a little sweaty. Whew. Let me go. I think I've had enough of a workout for a day, don't you think? Let me go get my buns out the oven. Yeah, and show you. So you can actually believe me. Are you ready for my buns? Look at this. I already took one out. How pretty. Because my buns are ever ready for a close-up, honey. Ooh, and my pot is doing the most. My oven dish there. Let me go take one out, show you what it looks like outside of this beautiful baby, and then, yeah, we'll take it from there. Look at that beauty, darling. And my nail modeling skills coming through. My hands are washed, just washed them. Eating with lips still. Very tender. Good. I added some egg, so it's a bit tender and easier to go down, because without egg sometimes it can be a bit dryish and leaning towards the bready side. But yeah, stay tuned for more and hit the subscribe button. I might just share a video at some point teaching you how to make those because I make them a lot. I actually prefer to bake bread and buns at home than buy them. I find that it's more therapeutic, like making this wall. And I find that, yeah, it also saves in the long run, really. So I would really recommend it. And I'll be sharing some of my recipes later. I'm still catching my breath from all that dancing. I have two big announcements to make. The first one, remember I was complaining about touching my face in these times. Remember I was complaining about the article that wasn't published. So it was about the 19 young people in Uganda who were arrested, okay, at a homeless shelter that is a homeless shelter for LGBTQ people who have been kicked out of their homes. So they arrested them and they spent about 7 weeks in jail because they said they were contravening the public gatherings directive by the president. And this was in a homeless shelter. So I wrote about that and I published the article on my website, welcomelishiwa.com. Hashtag bros with domains. Yes, please visit welcomelishiwa.com. Particularly for this article, I'll share the link below detailing everything that's happened, that's, you know, at least from last year, and some of the cases in Uganda around LGBTQ rights violations, which I feel we are not talking enough about, okay? So I've written about that, and it's on welcomeishiwa.com. Do check it out. And yesterday, the 19 people were released. So while I think that's a good thing and a mark of progress to show that the Ugandan government is complying to the World Health regulations of arrests that aren't arbitrary, discriminatory, violate human dignity, or not proportionate to measures of actually curbing the coronavirus, which is exactly what happened. The Ugandan government violated all those three terms. So I'm glad that they are starting to at least look in the direction of complying with those world standards of maintaining human rights violations. Not violations, maintaining human rights and protecting them and defending them and abolishing anything that has to do with human rights violations. So yeah, while I'm happy that they are released and the government is kind of complying, I don't think they were meant to be arrested in the first place. And I want us to, you know, get into a big chat, a serious chat about the rights of LGBTQ persons in Africa, because that is a conversation that I think is still kept under the rug, especially in South Africa. The fact that about 34 states, or 33 in Africa, it's illegal to be gay. That can't be right, and we must change that. So let's get together and find ways in which we can stand against this. Like I said, I'm a big believer and advocate in this, so I'll be championing this. If you follow me, you know you're also following this cause. And we can figure it out together as we go along. And another thing, the article that was not picked up, that was not published, there's a silver lining now. One of the publications I wrote to with the article said they had already covered it, and they thanked me nicely for the article and said I should get in touch with more pictures in the future. And that's exciting for me. You know, that's a proper silver lining. That is something we are taking out of the wall. Okay? And I'm going to defend this wall. Any defenders of the wall? Yes, so there's always a silver lining. There's always a light out of adversity. And even when there isn't none around you at the moment, I promise you that we will see brighter days because we have seen darker days. Whew. But I don't know if we've seen any days darker than these corona times. But hey child, let's just qinizela and hold on. We will survive this. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you are watching to this point, I just want to encourage you to hit the subscribe button so you can get more of this good. I'm gonna play around here quite a lot. I want to invite some of my friends here for conversations and that sort of thing. I just think I'm just inviting you. I'm welcome, Lishiba, and you are welcome to my world and my wall. Thank you so much. Namaste. And can somebody tell Mama Ru I said she already had hers. Thank you for watching.